Hello everybody, we are here live at Universal Studios here at City Walk on Christmas night. This is our first live video we've ever done. I'm doing it on my phone because I do it at last minute. I wasn't expecting to do it, but we got here and it was so beautiful and there's so many people here. I thought, I'm just gonna go live. Let's just do it. So I don't know how good the audio is gonna be. Probably not that great. But we're here to eat dinner. We're going to stop at Antojitos and grab dinner. We were at SeaWorld earlier today, and that video will probably post tomorrow for Christmas Day. We were at SeaWorld, which is awesome. But now we're at City Walk, and we're just kind of walking around, checking out to see what's here, anything that's going on. I'm super pumped about it, so I'm going to flip the camera around, show you what we're seeing here. We head into the Universal store. All right. So again, I apologize if the audio is terrible. I don't have any microphone. Well, here's my microphone. It's on my other camera, so I don't have it hooked up. So we're just gonna kind of walk around, see what we got. There's a lot of people here. I'm kind of surprised. When we were coming in, there was literally droves and droves and droves of people leaving Universal at this late at night. So I don't know. We'll see what's in here. I need to find my family. They're in here somewhere in the store, checking out merchandise. Yeah, it's really crowded still. So I hope everybody out there is having a Merry Christmas, having a blast. We had, this morning we got up early. We went over to my daughter's house. I do all the cooking in the mornings. So we do breakfast. We used to do like lunch and dinner, but we could never figure out what to make, because it's like, do you do ham for Christmas? Do you do turkey for Christmas? Turkey's for Thanksgiving. So we could never figure it out. And we said, you know what, let's just do breakfast. Everybody likes breakfast. So I made omelets. It's a tradition. I make omelets, made to order omelets every morning on Christmas. We do waffles, potatoes, all the works, bacon, sausage, all that stuff. It's just a fun time. And then we open all the presents. And this is the first time we've had it at my daughter's house here down in Florida since we moved. Well, I'm trying to see, I don't know where everybody's at. They're in here somewhere, I thought. Maybe they left me for dead. But yeah, I wasn't sure. That's my favorite thing about living down here in Florida, if I'm honest, is it doesn't matter, like if it's Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day. One of the things, back when we lived in Ohio, one of the things that used to drive me crazy is that everything closed on Christmas Day and Thanksgiving. And so, if you didn't have something planned out, so it used to be okay because we would do like lunch at my parents', dinner at my grandparents', and so our whole day was figured out. But then once we got older, it started to be just one Christmas or one Thanksgiving. And so then the rest of the day you didn't know what to do and everything was closed. So you had to have groceries or something, you'd have to make food, or you'd have to try to find one place to go out. And one year we literally ended up eating at Thornton's gas station. We ate at Thornton's gas station. Hey, what'd you find?
It's the new sipper that they came out with for pumpkin juice.
I've never had the pumpkin juice here. I've always wanted to try the pumpkin juice.
I've always wanted to try it.
And I've never tried it.
This is cute.
What'd you find, Nick?
Dobby is free.
Dobby is free! Free elf! Didn't you get a Dobby for Christmas?
I did.
Little stuffed animal Dobby?
Stuffed animal, and there's a collectible tube that they have in Universal.
Nice. That's cool. I liked him. He was cute. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we ate at Thornton's gas station one year for Christmas because we didn't plan. But here down in Florida, you can go to Disney. You can always count on Disney being open. You can grab food there. You can get dinner reservations. Same thing for Universal and SeaWorld. Like, we literally went to SeaWorld today. And it was our first time ever going to SeaWorld for the holidays. So it was a lot of fun. It was a blast. And then we left SeaWorld and we came over here because we're eating dinner at Antojitos, which is a Mexican restaurant over there in City Walk. Not too far away from here. We have a reservation. So I figured I'd go live while we were here, waiting for our Antojitos reservation. Okay, that's enough of this store. I'm going to go outside. So if you want to find me, I'll be over here somewhere. It's freezing here, by the way. I literally have gloves and a hat on because it's so cold. Like, it literally feels like I'm in Ohio for Christmas. It's crazy how cold it is here. It was like 30 degrees this morning, I think. Which I know it's like -5 everywhere else, so 30 degrees probably doesn't sound really that bad, but here in Florida, it's pretty bad. And I swear I saw some flurries. I swear yesterday morning I saw flurries. I might have made it up in my head, but I swear I saw them. Okay, Voodoo Donuts. Has anybody had Voodoo Donuts? You can always see these people walking out with their boxes. When you're leaving Universal, you'll always see tons and tons of people walking out with these pink boxes, and it's these Voodoo Donuts. And I'm being honest, I don't think they're very good. Like, I don't like them. They're just not, they're kind of cheap. They're only like $2 a donut, which is, I feel like, not a bad price. But comparatively, when you think of donut places like Top Pot Donuts in Seattle, Donut Spot in Fairfield, Ohio, even Everglazed Donuts here at Disney Springs, they're just so much better than Voodoo Donuts. I don't get it. I don't get the obsession with Voodoo. We did a whole video on Voodoo Donuts versus Everglazed, and that was kind of a hilarious video. But I don't know, I'm just not a fan of Voodoo. I don't think they're very good. Let's go over here and take a look at Hard Rock. Oh wow, there's a lot of people waiting for the boat. I'm on my phone, so I do apologize that the quality of the video is probably not that great, and the audio is probably not that great. Wow, there's a lot of people waiting for the boats to go back to their hotels. And it's so cold. Like, it's literally freezing. And I bet it's even colder out on the water there. Well, Universal's closed. But there's Hard Rock Cafe. I am not a fan of Hard Rock Cafe's food. I don't think it's very good. The ambiance is cool. The Chocolate Emporium over there, Toothsome, I think is decent, food-wise. I think it's good. Their desserts are good. It's kind of expensive though, but honestly, you're paying because you're really going there, and you're paying the extra money because you want to go to a real world, almost Charlie and the Chocolate Factory place. And I just saw fireworks. That's the Hogwarts Castle nighttime celebration going on over there. It's a projection show on the Hogwarts Castle, and there's like fireworks and stuff, and that's what I can see. Which means it's still open over there. It must not close till 9 tonight. I think Universal. Yeah, I see that, Brian. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Hard Rock. It's just not my thing. It's cool and all for like. It was always cool for show choir because it was one of the few places that you could get into, and everybody kind of like you pick from a pre-made menu of burgers, but never really that impressed with the food overall, and overpriced. Here's Mistletoe Pines ahead. If anybody remembers our video from Mistletoe Pines last year, Mistletoe Pines was so cool here in City Walk. It had, it was like all this ambience, I don't know, whatever. And there were all these like food booths right here. There was like lots of little shops right here, all through this area, that you could do stuff. And it was so cool. I know that was probably blurry because I spun really fast. Now, this year, all they did was this. There's a sign and there's a truck. And then Earl the Squirrel, little meet and greet is right here. That's literally all they did. So I'm so disappointed because that Mistletoe Pines was so cool last year, but I don't know if they did Mistletoe Pines like that last year out here in this area because of COVID, and they were trying to create like another outdoor experience for people to walk through and do, or if they just cheaped it out this year and did this. Because they added the Red Coconut Club upstairs. They reopened that. It's up there somewhere. I can't see it from here. And it's like the Red Christmas Club or something. And it is cute in there. It's like kind of classic Christmas decorations. But it's really just a bar. So like, if you're interested in going into a bar, it's not really family friendly. I mean, it's literally like a bar. So if you want to go to a bar, that's fine, but not really that, not for me. Okay, it's super cold. Like my hand is about to freeze off, and I like I said, I wasn't expecting to do this, so I didn't bring my, I have my good camera, but it's not hooked up. And I don't have this on a gimbal, so it's probably shaky, and I don't have my microphone plugged in, so the audio is probably horrible. and it's our first live video that we've ever done. So sorry about that, folks, if it's not the best. But I figured, hey, you know what? I wasn't planning on doing it, but we got here, and there's Antojitos, which is where we're gonna eat dinner for Christmas, which I'm excited about. I love that place; it's so good. Okay, this is gonna be shaky for a second, but I literally have to switch hands because this one is about to die. And I just dropped my glove. Sweet. Okay, let's try this. You're getting a live, unedited version of our video. Okay, I want to head into the Universal Legacy store. I like this store better than the Universal Studio store over there that we just came from, because this one has all the Legacy Universal stuff from all the attractions, like the defunct attractions that don't exist anymore, the old shows, things from Universal. Not necessarily things from Universal movies, although they do have some of that, but it's really from the old attractions. So like this right here is from the Shrek 4D show that they had, which is now closed permanently, and they're putting the Minions attraction in there. So like that's just one example. Here's another example of an ET ride vehicle, which this is still an active ride at Universal, but this was a model that they used when they were concepting the ET ride. And then there's some cool Back to the Future stuff over here I want to see. Anybody know what this is? Huh? Does that look familiar? Anybody? You figure that one out? I think people can probably figure that one out. Here's the Back to the Future stuff. So they have, and the Ghostbusters. They have proton packs. Now these were not proton packs from the movie. These were proton packs from when they had the Ghostbusters. They used to have Ghostbusters running around the parks, sort of like street performers, like little mini shows and stuff. And those are the proton packs that were used in that show, in that performance. Over here is, what is this one? Is this Earthquake? I can't remember. I don't know what this is, actually. I was thinking I was coming up on the other one over here, but I thought, because there's a Kong one over here. Here's the Kong, the original Kong ride vehicle. It was like an air tram that was hung from like a thing. I don't think this is the Kong. Oh, it is Kong. Okay, yeah, it's the model for Kong. Yeah, there it is. Honestly, I feel like the old Kong was better than the new Kong. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the new one is kind of dusty. It's like you're watching a TV screen. It's almost like Fast and Furious, which most people think is one of the worst rides ever made. So then there's stuff up here. Over here, I think they have stuff from the Mummy attraction. But there's just like lots of stuff. Oh, and I think there's what's the thing I wanted to show? Where is it? I can't remember. Here's some of the stuff from the Mummy ride. You can see these. Look at that. That's one of the guys that pops up in the very beginning. This is from the I Love Lucy. There's Beetlejuice right there. So yeah, I just think this is a cool store. It still has lots of the merchandise and stuff, but a lot of the merchandise is specifically for some of the attractions. The merchandise is different in this store than the regular Universal Studios store proper. Like the Shrek stuff in here. Oh, and there's over here. There's the Hagrid's coaster. There's a full-size ride vehicle over here. So that's like the. It's not exactly the ride vehicle because you can tell it's like it doesn't really. Honestly, it doesn't even look anything like the ride vehicle because you can't get in it. But this was part of this like celebration for when they opened the ride. That's basically kind of it. So that's cool. And then they have the model over here for when they built the Wizarding World at Islands of Adventure. This is the castle, and this is the old Pegasus coaster here, the Flight of the Hippogriff. You can kind of see it, and then this is like Hagrid's hut over here. Here's Hagrid's hut right here. Then the Hagrid's ride would be over here in this area. There's Jurassic Park. Entrance to Jurassic Park. So yeah, I just got a text message that said the family's heading over here to the Legacy store, so we'll probably run into them. Anybody recognize this? Check this out. It's the Goblet of Fire from the Dragon Challenge. Does anybody remember the Dragon Challenge, the dueling coasters that they used to have here? It used to be calling Dueling Dragons, then they changed it to and I was accidentally pushing the Siri button, so that was weird. Yeah, it used to be Dueling Dragons, and they changed it to the Dragon Challenge, and now it's been completely destroyed, and they replaced it with the Hagrid's coaster. But you know, there were some things that happened with that coaster. It used to be Dueling Dragons, and they would launch them at the same time, and there was a point where the two coasters would converge, not like run into each other, but you would literally head straight for each other, and then it would do this like inversion. And they had to stop doing that. They had to stop timing it that way because people were throwing things at each other from one train to the other. So they would throw like pennies or random stuff from one to the other, and people were getting injured. So then they had to change it from Dueling Dragons over to just the Dragon Challenge. They renamed it. They stopped launching them at the same time so that people couldn't get injured anymore. They started doing really strict on not being able to bring anything on the ride. And then eventually they just shut it down and completely destroyed the roller. Put Hagrid's motorbike adventure there. But the giant castle and the whole queue for Dueling Dragons is still there. It's still the same queue. They changed the inside of the castle, but they didn't rebuild the castle. So the whole castle's, hey, look at this Christmas tree. Look at that license plate. Out of time. From Back to the Future. That's cool. It's got a bunch of different stuff. E.T., the earthquake ride on there. I'm pretty sure that's probably the hat from the Jaws ride. It's no longer here, sadly. So that's cool. Okay, let's head back outside. Anybody recognize that? That's from the Terminator 3D show that the actor would wear, who would run out on the stage. I just like this store a lot. I always come in here because I think it's cool. Not only does it have cool merchandise, but it also has cool stuff that you can kind of look at. Okay, so Candy just hit me on the shoulder. Yeah, all right, so that's that. So here we are. We're going to head to Antijitos in a minute. Go grab some food. Now, we haven't done this. There's a cool thing up here that's brand new. It's the great movie Escape. And it's these escape rooms that they've created up here that are themed after like Back to the Future, and I forget the other one, Back to the Future and something else. Help me out if anybody knows. I don't remember what the other thing is. But they have these escape rooms up here. By the way, this City Walk Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh, their hot dogs are so good there. They have like 8 different kinds of mustard. So if you like hot dogs, you like mustard on your hot dogs, that's the place to go. Jurassic World, that's it. Back to the Future and Jurassic World. There's Back to the Future, Jurassic World sign over there. So I've never actually done an escape room. Never done one in my entire life. Are they fun? I don't know if they're fun. Are they fun? Has anybody ever done an escape room? I haven't. Doesn't seem like something that I would be super enthusiastic about. Because I would probably get like upset if I lost. Okay, I'm jiggering my phone again. I had to switch hands because that hand was about to fall off. Again, sorry for the bad videoing because I'm on my phone. Wasn't expecting to do this. I have my good camera. I just don't have it hooked up, and the microphone's not hooked up. But Brian Johnson, he told me the audio doesn't sound too bad, so that's good. I'm gonna run up here real quick to this Red Coconut Club, just so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. By the way, Pat O'Brien's dueling pianos are pretty fun in there. Food's okay. Food's not that great, but the dueling pianos are cool. The best food by far, in my opinion, at Universal, though, is Bob Marley's Tribute to Freedom Jamaican food. It's the most authentic tasting Jamaican food that I've ever eaten outside of actually Jamaica. They are, yes. Some of their rides are closed. When it gets down to about 30 to 40 degrees, some of the outdoor rides close. or they'll run them intermittent. So when we were at SeaWorld a little bit earlier, some of the rides were down, but some of them were up. So we did get to ride Kraken, so that was cool. But they've been mostly running today at Universal and Disney. So here's the Green and Red Coconut Club. Again, like I said, I think it's cool. I like that they added this for Christmas. I feel like we got gypped on Mistletoe Pines. I don't know why they got rid of it because that was so cool. And then they created this Red Coconut Club, which kind of, you could say, is replacing it. But, you know, it's really just a bar. And like a little mini dance floor, so it's kind of cool in here, I guess. But, you know, if you're not interested in hanging out at a bar, it's probably not going to be the best for you. They got a little DJ in here doing some stuff. Whole dance floor. I mean, there's some kids in here, so I mean, it's technically kid-friendly. It's the wall of plastic over here, I see. All little plastic Christmas things. So it's cute in here, but I would have rather had Mistletoe Pines, so I'm not sure what the rationale was for putting money into this place. Probably, I'm going to assume maybe they make more money off of this because it's alcohol sales driven versus Mistletoe Pines, which did have some alcohol booths where you could get like holiday alcohol concoctions, like, you know, hot cocoa with Bailey's or something in it. But I don't know. Gosh, there's always a million people in that Moe's right there. We've tried multiple times to go to that Moe's after the parks close, and it never happens because there's just too many people. Okay, sweet. The escalator's not working, so we're gonna go down. It's a lot of people leaving. I would say 50% of the time we leave Universal. I don't really tape this. I usually don't put it in the videos, but 50% of the time we leave Universal, we stop at that Cinnabon right there and get a Cinnabon to go. Not even kidding. Sometimes we go to the Starbucks, but we stop at Cinnabon a lot, and it's really not helping my waistline, I'll be honest. Probably should stop doing that. It's so good, though. Love Cinnabon. Okay, I'm headed to the restaurant. It looks like they're headed over there, so we're gonna go. Okay, I think I switched it over. So I'm gonna head into Antojitos, which is an awesome Mexican restaurant. I probably won't record anything in there, so there probably won't be a video. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Be sure I'll drop the video tomorrow for SeaWorld that we went to all day today. It was so much fun. There was so much cool stuff. But I'll drop the video probably tomorrow. Be checking that out. I'm gonna try and do more lives though, hopefully with better camera equipment and microphone. This is our first live ever, and why not? Christmas Day. Candy didn't know I was going to do it. That's probably why you haven't seen her face so far. Unfortunately for all of you, you've had to see my face the entire time instead of hers. But it is what it is. So thanks for joining us, and you know the tag. Throw one on out there. The noble way is the easy way. See you later. Now let me see if I can. How do I turn this off? I don't even know how to do it. Is it this X button here? Somebody help me.